that we're asking the court not through closing the door to this new evidence and really adopting a fiction that the impasse was on all three counts when we now know that there's strong corroborated, trustworthy evidence it was not, to establish a procedure consistent with McCulloch, consistent with Tsarnaev, consistent with the Supreme Court decision in Remmer, and take those cases where jurors do come in after the fact, when there's credible, responsible evidence that they were either biased or that they had some extrinsic evidence, whether from the internet or from an improper contact with a third party, and help us investigate this. I don't believe that if the Norfolk DA was convinced from that process, and it could be 4 jurors, it could be 12, but if all of them tell the court, we made a final decision, we never went back like the Bluford case or to re-examine it, it was not an intermediate decision, it was a final decision. All of our impasse was about count 2 and the multiple lesser includeds. I am hopeful that the prosecution would join with us in not seeking a new trial if they were convinced by these jurors under oath to what they've not yet been convinced by, which is defense counsel. This was a hard-fought case, and I'm not being critical of the DA, but I've done this for a long time, and I believe in our system of justice. People say it's not perfect, but it's the best that the world has. You know, this to me is hallowed ground in a courthouse named after someone who was a friend who I deeply respected. And I want the prosecutor to get the facts in the best way we can at this point in the case, which is through your honor. Order a hearing, Judge. Don't make Ms. Reed be the first person in the history of the Commonwealth to face re-prosecution for murder by the same prosecutor's office that tried her once and failed to persuade the jury she was guilty. They've not given a single case where facts like this have been ignored. Not a single precedent have they raised. Nationwide, state courts, murder cases, 50 states, federal, where there's been this kind of demonstration that we were silent when we shouldn't be, but she was acquitted.